The second you make eye contact, you should open, regardless. Like, let's say you're walking up behind the girl and she turns, which she shouldn't, most of the time she shouldn't hear you, but say she hears you coming or turns randomly, you make eye contact, you have to open right then and there. Yep. If you make eye contact, look away, wait, and then go open, it seems very weird. You want to be in her field of vision when you open, not behind her. You're just catching up with her, but effectively you're behind her because she hasn't seen you by the time you start talking, right? Secondly, you didn't do anything to get her attention before going into your opener. So, hey, excuse me, hey, hi, something like that. Make sure she's looking when you start delivering your opener. So, A, she needs to be looking. B, you should be level with her or in front of her. So instead of like trying to justify and make it okay, start off by assuming it's going to happen, and then you can deal with justifying or figuring out if it doesn't happen. But your first assumption is she's going to like you, she's going to stop for you, she's going to give you her name, right? You can deal with it if it doesn't happen, but don't act like it's not going to happen. She said hi, and then you talked over her with what's going on. She says hi, she might say more. And you certainly don't have to rush to respond, right? So just relax. Give a little pause there. She might say, hi, who are you? Or hi, nice to meet you. Or hi, this is very random. She may give you something to work with. Every single extra bit of information she gives you is such a valuable gift. So let her. Past tense. Yeah. It's in the past tense. You're doing the approach as though it's already over. Okay? It's a subtle little thing, but instead of I thought you looked, just, hey, excuse me, you look. Right? Just explain. Because I thought you looked either says the approach is already over or premeditated, or I've been thinking about this and planning this. Yeah, and so it's either creepy or fatalistic or both. Right? Don't remind her you're opening again. Right? You've already opened. Stop opening. Okay, so after the opener, what's the next thing you'd like to do? Premise, yeah. Which you've actually done that too. Interesting. You've done open, you've done some premise. You could do more premise, for sure. So the things you want to do from here are either establish some banter, like some teasing back and forth, or possibly qualify, right? But yeah, you don't need to go back and remind her you opened, because the most try-hard and awkward part of the entire interaction is the opener. Okay, so that's what we call opening with a close, which is better than never closing, but
that's like my MO.
Opening with a close?
Trying to work on.
Yeah, the problem is just you haven't given her enough sample of your personality, right? The way that you should think about all this is that you're a very attractive guy, and the more time she spends with you, the more opportunity she has to see how attractive you are. And that's your goal, right? But here, she has to judge you based on just appearance alone, right? And you're a good-looking guy, but like your personality, game, and all that is going to enhance that for her. So by having more time with you, you're giving yourself a better chance. Okay? I watch these a lot, right? Yeah. There are two moments when guys suddenly become themselves and become way more charismatic. You know what those two moments are? One, when the girl either says boyfriend or husband or whatever, and like there's nothing to lose, right? The other one is after getting a number. All right, guys, after getting a number, like, okay, I've succeeded now, and then they start actually talking normally and getting to know the girl.
They're a bit more calm.
Yeah. So start acting like you have nothing to lose and nothing to win, and you're just fucking enjoying the goddamn conversation. So here's how I want you to know. No interaction you have with a girl is going to determine your success or failure with women.
For sure.
Even if she became your wife, right? If it wasn't her, it would be someone else of quality. Yeah. Does that make sense? Yeah. So no girl gets to determine whether you're successful or not with women. The stakes are not as high as you're making the stakes like this, like very like fucking like life or death, fight or flight. You know what I mean? It's not like that. Okay. This is one of probably thousands of approaches you'll do as you screen out a lot of women that are not right for you and find the very few that are. Right? And it's not the ones you're right for, by the way, because you're right for fucking all of them. It's the ones that are right for you. But there's like no stakes. There's no pressure on it, right? If you go and be like your natural normal self and you don't have chemistry with a girl as that, then you don't have to like kick yourself. You're like, yeah, she wasn't for me, right? That wasn't a girl who I had the right kind of chemistry with. Right. Cool. So you're not going out to impress or win anybody over. You're going out to find out who are your people. Okay.
Good framing.
Yeah. Also, though, you can close as friends. You can create social resource. You can create girls that will go out with you as friends. You can create girls that will invite you to things. I mean, if you made friends with the Pepperdine volleyball team and got to come to all their parties or some shit like that, that wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. For example.
For sure.
Yeah. I want you to have the attitude that it is her job to impress you, not the other way around, right? And so don't be thinking like, oh, I said a weird thing, or how did she respond to that? you're just so hot. You're above even being judged.
Yeah.
The question is, are you gonna like her? That's the frame in your set. And if you get any like blowback on that frame or any kind of counter frame, you're just like surprised and oblivious to that.
Okay.
You're like, oh, interesting, right? But your frame is you are fucking hot. That part's unassailable. The question is whether you're gonna like her. The plot line of your movie, if the set is a movie, is that she was cute enough to catch your attention, but keeping your attention is a whole other matter. Okay? So your appearance or your personality, whatever I noticed got my attention. Now I'm here to find out if I actually like you. Okay, that's the theme I want you to have. Okay? Cool. All right, because you have this kind of idea of like, oh, I'm talking to you, I really want you to like me, I want this to go well. No. I want to find out if I like you. I want to find out if I'm wasting my time talking to you.